Hi guys, welcome back to the journal. My name is Sharon and thank you again for joining me, guys. If it's your first time on this channel, I just hope that you do consider subscribing, and thank you again for joining me, and I hope that you are blessed by what you hear, and yeah, leave it in the comments, whatever you think really, and hope you're having a great day wherever you are. So today what I'm going to be talking about is based on a dream that I had in about 2017 and recently, but obviously I know a lot of people, some people may not believe in dreams, but some people do. I'm one of those people that do believe in dreams. I believe that God does speak to us through our dreams. Some people, God speaks through visions, some people with nature, and of course he speaks to us via his word as well. Yes, so not everyone does dream, and some people are a bit skeptical about it, but for me, I've seen a lot of things in my dreams that have kind of come to pass, and for me, I don't take them lightly. So basically this is something that I dreamt, like I said, in 2017, and it was just a very brief dream, so this is going to be a very brief video. But basically the dream went like this. So basically someone came to me and said, the Lord has allowed me to hurt you through someone, and the name of the person was said in this dream. I'm not going to say the name just in case this person is watching, but it's not necessarily that person. I think it was the meaning of that person's name. So the meaning of that person's name means dark, like dark or black. So for me, I know it wasn't like it's going to be a black person or dark person. It's like a dark period of a time. So at that time in 2017, I just become a Christian. I've just become born again, and when I woke up, I had a knowing that I needed to read Luke 22, 31 and 32. And mind you, at that time I wasn't really aware what verse was where or what said what, so that verse kind of just got highlighted in my mind, and then I went to Luke 22, 31, 32, and I opened it, and the verse says, let me read it to you. It says, Simon, Simon, listen, Satan has demanded permission to sift you all like grain, but I have prayed especially for you, Peter, that your faith and confidence in me may not fail, and once you have turned back to me, strengthen and support your brothers. So in that, there's different translations. So different translation says the devil has demanded to sift you like wheat, but in this one, I think it's the amplified version, it says sift all of you. So I'm thinking all of them as in the disciples, all of us as his children, people that come to him and say that, here's my life, Lord, use me as you please, I lay down everything, forgive me, I'm a sinner, and recognize that they need God in everything that they do. So everyone that turns to Christ is going to be sifted like wheat. So sifting is like, basically, I was reading this actually, when they sift grain to just separate the good and the bad grain. So that is a way that God does that as well. He sifts the bad out of us and keeps the good parts of us, the things that are going to be beneficial to the kingdom. So it correlates to how Job, in Job basically, where the enemy goes to God and asks for permission to test Job. So it's a testing, exactly. It's like a testing to see whether we are going to remain faithful, or are we going to back down and just give up? Because that is the thing that I realized, that the enemy is after our faith. Everything that has come our way, anything bad that comes our way, is allowed by God, but the enemy has to go and ask for permission, which is interesting. Has to ask for permission from God, that can I do this? And I think in Job, I think it says, this is me just paraphrasing, it says, yes, you are allowed to go and test him, but do not kill him, right? So the enemy goes around to see who he can go and just disturb their peace. He's like an enemy. He just wants to disturb your peace. When you find Christ and you know who you are in Christ, the enemy will come and try and break you down and cause you to lose your faith. So for me, this is one of the reasons why I am doing this YouTube channel, the journal, is because that, God showed me that in his word that you will be tested. We are going to be tested. Things are going to come our way. And I tell you what, when I became Christian, things happened. Like, even before, like, my marriage wasn't the best before I came to Christ, but it went left quickly. It went real left. Maybe I will do another video, but I'm not sure. So that went left. We separated. I had issues with various different things. I was pretty down. It was just not I wasn't in a good place, like physically, but spiritually I felt strong, if you know what I mean. I felt so strong. I knew, like, when God was saying me to move, I would move. If God said don't do this, I wouldn't do this. So it really was a real test to show that, I'm not going to back down or lose faith just because things around me are not working out. So this is just an encouragement to either new Christians, if you are you're seeing things not working out when you come to Christ. Don't blame God, because these things are going to happen. Each and every one of us is going to go through a trial. Like it says in James, count it all joy that you go through fiery trials. I think I've said this verse so many times. It produces perseverance, and yeah, it just builds us up and it makes us stronger. But when you go through things, think of it like, okay, God, what am I going to learn from this? What are you trying to teach me? Because we are going to be sifted. And after that, it says, when you've come out of it, go strengthen your brothers. Right, so this is for us to learn and then go out there, and if you bump into someone and they may be going through something similar to what you went through like 5 years ago, and you said, you know what, sis, you know what, bro, I went through the same thing, and look at me now, I am a living testimony. So that is what it is about when you're going through these things. It's not because God hates you or whatever. There are some things, of course, that are self-inflicted. However, there are certain things that you can just tell there's something spiritual, or some, where God is trying to teach us something. Always go to God and just speak to him and just say, like, what are you trying to teach me? Because in the end, it's going to be beneficial, because he works everything out for our good. I just came on here to just say, if you're going through some sifting, if you're going through some difficult times, some dark patches, some dark thoughts, just know that there is light, and the light is Jesus. So just trust in him, look to him and trust. Don't look at anything else, don't listen to any other voices, but be strong and be confident that he is going to bring you through this. And just know that you are not the only one, you are not the first one to go through this. A lot of people go through this. So this is why it's not easy. It really is not easy when you're going through something, especially when sometimes people kind of go and you feel like you're alone. Sometimes that is necessary for you to be alone, because that way you can hear God's voice clearer. So don't feel resentful if people aren't around. Don't feel rejected, because sometimes God does do that. He strips you off everyone, because sometimes we can listen to people's voices more than we listen to the voice of God. So in the sifting, just be still, be at peace, listen to your worship, listen to your uplifting sermons, read the word and listen to God. And if you are very fortunate to have people to pray with them, ask them for prayer. Don't feel embarrassed whatever the situation is. So yeah, hopefully that helps you, and hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. And put your thoughts in the comments, and if you're going through any sifting or any dark patches in your life right now. And thank you for your support, and speak to you soon.